Wrestlers will enter the ring in this deserted arena and expose some of the greatest secrets of all. The secrets of pro wrestling.
I'm going to show you how fake it is.
These brave men are risking their careers, as well as their personal safety, to reveal what wrestling federations don't want you to know.
There will be some people that are angry at me for what I'm doing here.
How they make it look so real, even though it isn't.
What do you mean by fake? Do you want me to tell you that we know who's going to win and lose? If you're overly concerned about whether you win or lose, you're in the wrong business. It's not real. Totally predetermined. I'll tell you the truth. It's fake.
But don't be mistaken. If you think wrestling is all just one big hoax, you may be shocked when you discover the secrets. Before we get to the action, let's meet the masked men who will expose wrestling's greatest secrets. The wrestlers' names and appearances have been changed to protect their true identities. Here is Brute Force. The All-American Boy. Colossus. Ben Hurt. Private Pain.
Stay in your corner until you get attacked.
Skullduggery. Slither. And Brash Knuckles.
There's no way getting around it. You watch TV every Monday night and you can see, oh, they're stomping when they punch. Oh, they're stomping when they kick. I mean, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that punches are pulled.
Every wrestling match is filled with explosive action. The violence looks real because the men in the ring employ secret tricks to make it look a lot more dangerous than it really is. The deception starts with 5 basic moves that every wrestler needs to know. Wrestling basic number 1, the body slam.
Most people think when you're body slammed in the ring, it doesn't hurt. Nothing can be further from the truth.
That's because you're lifted 6 feet above the ring and slammed into the mat at full force. There's a secret to how it works. First, Private Pain isn't lifting Ben Hurt by himself. They're actually working together to pull off this trick. It's really Ben who's pushing off of Private Pain's thighs to launch himself into the air. See? There's the push-off. But that's not the only secret. Private Pain isn't trying to hurt his opponent. He's actually trying to help him by not slamming him down until his head is safely tucked in. He avoids injury by landing flat on his back and not on his head. Now for basic rule number 2, the punch.
If a 280-pound guy punched a 300-pound guy in the face, he'd either have no teeth or a broken jaw.
He's right. No one could take a beating like this if the punches were real. So what's the secret?
Almost all the wrestlers in the ring tend to work light. We touch very light. All the holes are very light. Because we might make it look as believable as possible with as little injury to each other as possible.
Just like in a back alley brawl, a closed fist can cause serious damage when it lands on someone's chin. So how do the wrestlers avoid getting hurt? Here's the secret. An open fist, which doesn't pack any real punch. Unlike movie stuntmen, wrestlers don't swing and miss. They make light contact so their opponent will know when to react. From this angle, we can see that the punches are so light, they barely touch the wrestler's stomach. But the fans think they're real because they don't know the secrets. On to basic move number 3, the stomp. There's always a lot of stomping going on inside the ring. No, these wrestlers aren't doing the Texas two-step. They're creating another illusion by making the punching sounds with their feet. And you thought the Lord of the Dance made a lot of noise. Here's basic move number 4, the kick.
It's all about minimizing the impact, you know. It's no different than a boxer rolling with a punch. The best way for a boxer to protect himself when a guy's hitting him with a punch is to roll with it.
The combination of ballet and brutality. The head kick takes perfect timing. In this case, some acting lessons wouldn't hurt either. Here's the secret. There's no real strength behind the kick because there is no kick. The All-American boy simply holds his foot up and brute force runs into it. The foot does make contact, but not where you think. Brute force's hand, not head, takes the force of the blow, while his arm secretly guides the foot to its target. When he snaps his head back at just the right moment, the kick looks real, but we know it isn't. Finally, basic move number 5, the headbutt.
Headbutts are awesome if you know how to do them. I'll hit my thumb or my hand. Sometimes I might not even come close.
The headbutt appears to be a savage and unmerciful act in which heads collide with raw energy. Of course, that would cause an instant concussion if the wrestlers really smashed heads, but they don't. The secret? With his hand on the All-American boy's head, brute force drives his forehead into his own thumb, pulling sharply away just as he connects. And the audience goes right along for the ride. Now that you know the secrets behind these 5 basic moves, you'll never look at wrestling the same way again. So what makes these moves look so believable when you watch a match? Wrestlers call it the sell.
If I'm laying somebody beaten, and if they don't know how to sell what I'm doing to them, it's not going to look real. It's not going to look good.
These hits and kicks would look as phony as they really are if the victim didn't follow through with a good sell job. It's one of the secret ingredients that makes wrestling look so real.
When you receive a punch, you have to sell that punch.
Your job is to sell, to grimace, to make the hold look painful, even though there's absolutely no pressure being applied to you whatsoever.
You could lose every match in the world. If you know how to sell, you could become a superhero because people will love you.
If the wrestlers didn't grunt and groan or kick and scream in pain, this would look downright hokey. By selling the agony to the crowd, the fake fight looks vicious. But we know that the wrestlers aren't really hurting each other. Looks like the All-American boy is acting more like the All-American baby. This poke in the eye is pretty convincing. But let's take a closer look at what's really going on. Here, the thumb never comes close to the eye. But the fans buy it because of the sell. Here's the classic rake across the ropes. In the front, it looks like sheer torture. But from this angle, you can see that the wrestler's eye isn't even touching the rope. His fingers are protecting his face. All that screaming makes it believable. He continues the sell throughout this hold, which is called the arm bar. That's gotta hurt. Well, not really. Here's how it looks without the theatrics. Now see how convincing it looks when he sells it. That's showbiz.
Selling is vital because you want to make it look real.
You sell the crowd on what you're doing. You make them believe while they're there. You know, it's no different than a stuntman in a movie or an actor, you know, acting like they're sad or happy or angry. While the people are there watching the match, they want to believe.
And they do believe, thanks to sell jobs like these. Coming up, you'll meet the mystery man who decides who wins and who loses every wrestling match.
Your main job is putting two people together that'll draw money.
Plus, the biggest secrets aren't on top of the ring, they're underneath it. Wait till you see what's hiding down there. And how do wrestlers fly out of the ring, bash into their opponents, and not get hurt? Find out how it's done when we expose more of wrestling's greatest secrets. But first, here's one of pro wrestling's fabulous fakes, the suplex. The skullduggery flips Slither upright. Shoulder to shoulder, he takes him down for a spine-crunching fall. Looks painful, but it's really not.
The secret of that is I'm cradling his neck in the crook of my elbow, and that way he does not make contact, so his neck is not injured.
Here you can see Slither's neck being supported by Skullduggery's elbow. When the wrestlers drop to the ground, Slither secretly uses his opponent's arm to cushion his fall. All it takes is a little teamwork and a lot of salesmanship.
1 year.
But the action in the ring is less than real. What you don't know is that behind all this mayhem, there's a puppet master. Decides who wins and who loses. Who's going to be the hero? Who's going to be the villain? The man who orchestrates this big scam is called the Booker.
As a booker, your main job is putting two people together that'll draw money. Bookers are the boss.
The guy behind the scenes that gives the wrestlers their gimmicks.
And I will do what he says to the T, because the man is paying me.
Backstage, before the match, the Booker concocts a secret plan. One wrestler is cast as the hero, or baby, while the other plays the role of the villain, better known as the heel.
So Babyface is a superhero. He's a good guy. He don't cheat.
The baby is clean cut. He goes by the rules.
He represents everything that's good. The heel is just the opposite.
Which is me.
They're the thugs, you know, the bad guys.
As the crowd enters the arena, the Booker is in the lobby, passing out specially made signs. On TV, this creates the illusion that the fans are really pumped up for the match. You didn't think they really brought all those signs from home, did you?
Calling a match involves getting into the ring with the person and talking to them and calling the spots or what wrestling holds or moves you're going to do next.
In the ring, the wrestlers do the Booker's bidding. If he tells the good guy to lose, he loses. But how he does it is up to him and his partner.
Check him, ref. You better check him. Check him, ref. Check him. He's mine. He's mine. No.
The misconception is that the entire match is scripted, with every move perfectly choreographed. But how could two lugs remember all those intricate moves? They don't have to, because they're secretly talking to each other throughout the entire match.
The most common way to talk to the person, for example, is to take them down. My opponent would be on his butt. I'd have him in back chin lock, and I would be talking to him from there.
And he'd be telling him exactly what's coming next. With all the noise in the arena, the fans can't hear their secret conversation. They have no idea what's going on. Why don't we turn on the wrestlers' hidden body mics and listen in?
I got him now, baby. Oh, 2 elbows. I got him, baby. You're mine. You're mine. Tackle. You're mine. You're going out. Check him, ref. You better check him. Tuck the elbow. Check him, ref. Good flip. Check him. He's mine. He's mine.
It all goes according to plan because the wrestlers are telling each other what to do. First,